So we're here with Charlie today, and Charlie is a sugarcane harvester, is that what you call it?
Yeah, contractor or farmer or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
So how long does this take to grow?
Well, it usually takes about 12 months, depending on soil types, weather, all that sort of stuff, so it's a little bit involved in it, but typically around 12 months. So.
What wildlife do you get eating it?
Feral pigs smash it, cockatoos, they love it. Wallabies will eat the short little green shoots.
Because I've seen even a lot of these birds hanging around as well. What have you been hanging around for?
And they wait for the bugs and frogs and little rats and mice and stuff to come out. So,
that are hiding inside it,
yeah,
like in the, okay.
Yeah, so every time we stir it up, all the bugs come out, bang, they smash them, or a little rat comes flying out, it'll grab them. I've seen them birds eat a rat 2 inches long.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're mad. So the big eagles will swoop down and grab them, whereas the hawks they're hanging around for the ones that are dead on the ground sort of thing. So
okay.
There's a lot of bandicoots in here.
And how do you know once they're ready?
If you've been around the area long enough, you've probably seen sugarcane with flowers on them, white flowers. Another way is the tops. See how the tops are starting to yellow off a little bit now? So if you sort of look over in the paddock over the other side there, you can see it's very green, like dark green.
Yeah. There's even a little computer there, it tells you.
That's the GPS. That's for your line. Well, we've got a couple of new farmers that wanted that system put in place so that we can stay straight on the rows. Because when they plant, you see that the hill, the way the paddock's hill, so the cane is actually in the middle of the peak of that hill.
What's something that people don't know about sugarcane?
I think it's been in this area for 150 years, probably plus, I think, just at a guess. Mechanical harvesting's probably been around since the 70s, I suppose. Otherwise, before that, they were all cutting by hand.
So they did all this by hand. I wonder how long it would have taken them to cut.
It would have been a big day. So some of the older farmers will probably be able to tell you. Like, it wasn't that long ago they were hand cutting. So
thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you taking out the time and speaking to us. So I appreciate that. Thanks.
No worries, Luke, mate, anytime.
So what we're actually going to do, we're going to try some sugarcane really quick. I've never tried it before. So is that all full of sugar?
This will be about 15% sugar. That's how they used to do it in the old days, Luke.
And how long have you been doing this for?
Well, my father started the farm here in 1950.
Jesus.
So I started back on the farm in 1977. You have a chew of that.
And how do you do it? You just chew it?
You just chew it. Yeah.
That's it?
Yep.
Eat it? Like?
You can eat it, yeah. But spit the fibre out.
Oh, no, it's got sugar.
It's sweet, isn't it?
So by the time they're finished with it,
yeah,
what do they get out of it?
They get raw sugar crystals.
Yep.
So what happens, just gets crushed in the mill.
Okay.
And that whole stuff that was in the bin there before gets pushed through rollers and squeezed really, really tight.
Okay.
And the juice runs out. See the juice?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. What's that juice? Is that what they make it out of?
You lick that.
That's sugary. Isn't it?
It's sweet, all right. That's raw sugar. So that's what goes in the trucks, in the cans, into the big bulk sugar terminals, into the boats and off overseas to the refineries, or down south to the refineries, and the refineries actually turn it from that brown sugar, raw sugar, into the white sugar you buy on the shelves. The planting process, same harvester.
Yep.
Puts it in the same bins.
Okay.
Then it goes instead of going in the little bins that go to the mill to get crushed, take them to the planter. And the planter is a machine that takes these, it cuts into the links about, just won't cut your leg off there, Luke.
So you're right.
So plants that in a drill, an open drill behind the planter. The planter opens the ground up, these things drop in it.
Okay.
Then it sprays it with fungicides and chemicals so that it doesn't rot. Puts a little bit of fertiliser beside it and then covers it back over with about 50, 60 mil of cover. Then after it's sat in the ground for 10, 12, 14 days, those little eyes go boing, and then that forms its own new sticker cane with its own feeding mechanism, the roots and that. So the same here. What that looks like over there. So that's been planted.
Okay.
And you go and see where all these little eyes have come up out of the ground. And
interesting. All right.
It costs about $4,000 a hectare to plant.
Is that like expensive? Like,
no, it's terrible. I planted 60 hectares this year.
Oh,
$250,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. Fertiliser's doubled, and you use a lot of fuel. You know, my big tractor burns, 40 litres an hour, so 10 hour a day, it's 400 litres. So
what do you go through a day?
400 litres.
And what is that, petrol or diesel?
Diesel.
Yeah.
And that's $2 a litre, so that's 800 bucks of diesel a day. And the big machine, like the harvester, that'll be burning 2.5 times that.
Unreal, isn't it? And it's just how everything's just fucking shooting up now.
Yep.
Fuel, everything, groceries.
Yep. So yeah, no, so it's an interesting plant. It's one of the most complex plants on the planet. Scientists still don't understand all the bits and pieces that it does, but that stuff that's in the bin there, that's harvested, that stuff that's in the bin,
Yep.
after it's gone to the mill, you can actually make about 140 different products out of it. Biodegradable plastics, women's cosmetics, to building materials.
Sorry boys, we ran out of battery. Paul has to shoot off and have his lunch.